Hey everybody, I'm Chris, and welcome to the Mill Run in Western Maryland. Recently, I posted a video on model train maintenance. I want to kind of continue with that theme by doing a quick overview of some basic tools that you should have for your layout, some more advanced tools that you may need later on as you grow in the hobby, and keeping them organized. Why that's important. We'll go over that here shortly, right here on the Mill Run in Western Maryland. So hop on. So the number one tool that I would recommend to any model railroader should have is a precision screwdriver set. Let's face it, all the parts are small on our model trains. At any level of maintenance or repair, this is a must-have. Keeping the thought of small parts in mind, a good pair of tweezers is a good thing to have on your railroad to help you handle those small parts. A small pair of needle-nose pliers is something that's come in handy on my layout when I needed something with a little more grip than a pair of tweezers. If you're doing scenery, making custom coal loads, or just doing some fine detail work, an X-Acto knife really is a must-have for your layout to do those fine detailed cuts. Another thing you should have in your layout is an assortment of paintbrushes. Not only is this a relatively inexpensive tool, but you can use them for so much more than just paint, like spreading out glue, scenery and ballast, and dusting off your locomotives and rolling stock. And a pair of rail nippers is a great tool to have in your toolbox. Not only are they good for what the name implies, nipping the rail, but they're also really good for trimming off those fine detailed parts out of your model building kits. Another handy tool to have is an eyedropper. Now you can use this for a lot of things when doing scenery, like applying isopropyl alcohol 50/50, white glue, water mixture, and other applications. Now there are more advanced tools for more advanced work in model railroading. As you progress in the hobby, these are going to be some tools you're going to want to consider getting to make your life a lot easier. Like this tool right here. This is a truck tuner. Now what this does is it tunes the socket in your rolling stock's trucks to better fit your axles to help them roll more freely. This is especially handy when you are changing plastic axle wheel sets out for metal axle wheel sets. Oftentimes your metal ones are going to fit a little tighter, which are going to require a little bit of tuning. This rail saw is basically just a small handsaw, but it comes really in handy when you're doing a lot of customized track work on your layout. This is a great tool. It's called a pen vise, and what it is basically a small hand-powered drill. You would use this with small drill bits to drill small holes, and you can even tap the holes for screws. Most of these pen vices come with multiple chucks that you can swap out to fit multiple attachments, larger and smaller drill bits, or larger and smaller taps, and so on and so forth. Now I buy a lot of used locomotives, so I got this Tidy Track wheel cleaner. It works pretty well, but what I use it for more than anything is actually a test base for locomotives that I'm repairing. If you're doing a lot of wiring on your layout, a soldering iron is something you have to have. Along with that, a pair of helping hands. Now this tool is a tool that actually holds the wires in place for you, so your hands are free to use your soldering iron and apply the solder. Staying organized is important because it keeps you from getting frustrated with your model railroad. One of the ways that I do this is by putting some of my tools and parts in containers. And this can be as simple as using a pencil box like you see here. Or you can get a box like this that has dividers in it. Now I use this box for my knuckle couplers, wheels, screws, traction tires, and I cut the part numbers off the packages, put them on the bins of the parts that they are assigned to, so that I know which parts I'm grabbing and I know what might need restocked. It works well for me, and it doesn't take up much space, and the important thing is I know where everything's at when I need it. Tools in model railroading are not limited to what I've mentioned in this video. In fact, I'm sure there's plenty of tools for model railroading that I don't even know exist. These are the tools that I recommend. But what are the tools that are in your box that you think are vital to your model railroad operation? Please put them in the comments below because I'd love to know. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on more of the Mill Run in Western Maryland. So until next time, I'm Chris. Thank you for watching.